Hello, this is JJ Evans. I probably said hello twice, don't ask. We're going to be doing air fryer steak tonight. So as you can see, I have lovely steak here. And this is two. I've already rinsed the steak off. I'm just going to go ahead and season them. This is something I came up with on my own because I have a gourmet. I love this thing. We use it all the time now. So tonight we're going to go ahead and do some steaks. We're using Lawry's seasoning, and we're just going to use just as much as you desire. Just give it a good seasoning. We have steak seasoning. You can use whatever steak seasoning that you want. This is from Aldi's. So it didn't cost that much. I think it was like $1. So I just give it a nice little dousing in steak seasoning. Then we have paprika, and this came from Sam's. Of course, this is why it's in the huge size. So I use this on all my meats. Just gives it an extra little kick of flavor. And once again, use as much as you desire. We have sea salt. We have black pepper in the convenient Costco size. And I'm just going to use as much as I desire. I have my tongs, so I don't have to touch the other side. So when I go to season it again, I'm not going to be contaminating the meat or having to go back and let me wash my hands yet again. No. So same thing. You can do it in whatever order you want to do. It doesn't have to be in the exact same order when you go to season your meat. We have our Lawry's. Our steaky seasoning. For some people that are little, my youngest nephew calls it steaky food. We have our sea salt, paprika. Come on, I feel like it doesn't want to come out. Like, come on, let me season these steaks right handy. So I'm just gonna slide all this over. And I'm going to add my meat to my gourmet. I've already got my tray in place. Don't worry about spilling any of the seasoning. You don't need any oil. You're just going to take and add your meat. We're just going to come over here and pop that into place. Now there is a steak setting that is already on here. So there's the steak setting, which is 400 degrees. It's 10 minutes for the time, and we're just going to hit start. So, while that's going, we already have sides that are ready to go just about. I just need to warm some rice. I air fried some squash, some zucchini, and some mushrooms with a little bit of salt and pepper and a little bit of Lawry's, and I put some minced garlic over top of this with red onion, and this was the finished finale of it. It was amazing last night. And then I have hummus, I have feta cheese, I have, of course, some black olives. And I just sliced those. These came out of the can. It was like 68 cents. And then these were $2.99 for the cherry tomatoes. I went ahead and just sliced them up. And then this was leftover jasmine rice with quinoa mixed in. But we don't have that much rice, so I went ahead and got some brown rice by Organic, Simply True. And it's the brown rice with quinoa, and it's garlic flavor. So I'm just going to follow the instructions, and I'm just going to switch the bag first. Put this on. So it's 90-second rice, 1 minute and 30 seconds. So while that's cooking, while this is going, we're going to go ahead and take a shower because as you can see, I have my gym wear. It doesn't smell very pleasant right now, but I wanted to go ahead and film this video because I have yet to see anybody do an air fried steak dinner that looked nutritious and was so good. That I had this last night. It was amazing. We're going to do it again so y'all will be able to see it. We'll be right back in just a moment. Hello, we're back. This is the conclusion of the air fried steak. So what I did was I cooked it 2 times. I just took and turned it, put it back on steak mode for an additional 10 minutes because I like my steak heated well. So this is the conclusion of our lovely juicy steaks. I'm just gonna go ahead, I did some pre-plating. So I have the brown rice and quinoa, I have the feta cheese, some black olives, some pita bread, some hummus, and cherry tomatoes on my plate. My husband has cherry tomatoes, pita bread, and he has the rest of the jasmine and quinoa rice. I'm just gonna take and add some of the veggies. A lot of juice. I'm like, I know it looks like a lot of food. Even if I don't finish this, I still take this for lunch tomorrow. I don't care. I'm like, it's too delicious. But I'm like, I like to eat this almost like Greek style. You want more veggies, babe?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. Okay. So, it's my husband's plate. I'll go ahead and get his steak first because I know he wants to go ahead and eat. So, which steak looks good to you, babe?
They both look good.
I'll give you the bigger wings. I know you're trying to get these gains, as you say.
Appreciate it.
So, this is our lovely, fabulous meal this evening. Thank you again for subscribing to my channel and continuing to follow me on this journey. I hope to continue to grow and get bigger and better and get better equipment, better editing, and some music and an intro eventually. But thank you for those who have continued to follow me, even though I don't have the best camera equipment right now. So I really appreciate that. This has been JJ Evans, and thank you so much. Have a good evening.